people are moving towards fake lifestyle. People are not ready to, especially today's youngsters are not ready to live a realistic life. Let's start with some exotic topic. OnlyFans. Take OnlyFans. What is OnlyFans? People are not ready to go date someone. People are not ready to have a girlfriend, but they are ready to see a girl on a platform.
What is the future of AI according to you?
Let me change it into this way. What is future with AI? It's not about future of AI. Let's say what is our future with AI. AI will replace everything, man. I'll tell you. In a couple of years, wives will be replaced by AI. Husbands will be replaced by AI.
Because I have been listening to, news, right? The consultancy companies or the big tech companies are replacing because they don't need 100 people anymore. They just need one people.
No, that's not. I'll tell you the truth, right? Reality. No one needs 10,000 people in a company. Walk like left to right around the office. You won't find everyone working. Some guy will be sitting watching YouTube. Not everyone is writing code in a laptop. AI, you can't blame AI. You got to blame yourself for that. You're not well equipped. You're not doing the job what you're supposed to do.
What is your point of view? Like, will India compete with US in the AI space?
India would be in the AI space, definitely on the race. They will be in the race. They will be part of the race. But
welcome back to the Last Laugh podcast. Thank you so much, guys, for your support and the vibe which you have given to our podcast channel. Because of you guys, today I'm international. Yes, guys, Yanisa Execution and the Last Laugh podcast team has gone global, and we have recorded with our first international guest, Steve Bakhter, who is a mad genius and has a beast-like personality, and you will definitely enjoy this show. So let me first give you a background of Steve. Steve is as young as me, but already impacted 10,000 lives with his new initiative that is NuStartz. While talking to him, I understood that how India will supersede USA in AI, data and technology space. For all the young entrepreneurs there, hear me out, guys. This is the episode you surely need to watch. You know why? This is for someone who want to enter US market with a proper GTM strategy if you're running a tech product. What are we waiting for? Yes, you need to wait because you need to subscribe my channel and make me global superpower in the podcast space. This is something which I'm expecting, and I'm very sure you guys will love me, support me and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much. But before you enjoy the show, I also have to share a milestone with you guys. We are live on Spotify and all my shows are on Spotify. I am manifesting in top 10 podcast by next year.
So, first of all, welcome to the Last Laugh, and thank you to enlighten this with your presence. So, I know the world is very small, right? Because I met Michael met you. You are childhood friends or whatever. Luckily, we are here today.
Yes.
And I definitely know that you have two journeys, one in India, one in US. Before I start, right, tell me about like your journey in India first and then your journey in US.
Journey in India is with typical Indian parents, Indian lifestyle was good. What do you say? School, then college. Right after college, what are you going to do next? Relatives start questioning you. But way before they started questioning, I made a decision. I'm moving to US. So life in India was like pretty much like a seesaw for me. Up and ups, lots of up, a lot of downs at the same time. Friends and everything. It was a pretty packed lifestyle, like usual youngsters lifestyle. And I was an entrepreneur back in India also. We started making some money out of small projects where I can earn with hardware, software developments, hardware repairs here and there. So my journey in India is like typically a funny one, and at the same time we had some challenges here and there with my friends and all this stuff. Then there comes journey in US where I kickstarted, where reality starts hitting, because obviously you're away from parents and you're away from home, new country, everything is new for you, new friends. You got to make friends and you gotta live on your own, So I'm like a pampered guy from my family. I've never even washed my own vessels. So going to US, gotta wash vessels, clean the room. Reality hits there. So if you ask me which was best, journey in India or journey in US, I would say journey in US, because that has taught me a lot more life lessons than what I learned in India. So that's what journey in India and US is all about. India, I don't have much stories to talk about, because India, if I fail, there's parents around to lift me up. But in US, if I fail, utterly fail. And So I got to pick something by my own. There's no one to lift your hands up. You got to stand by your own and you got to walk away. Yeah, so like that's what it's all about in India and US, man, comparatively.
So now it's actually not podcast episode 1, it's episode 2 with you, because I met you yesterday. And
Right.
it was a really great night for me because, have you heard about this concept that you have 7 personalities in the world?
Yeah.
I see, like, I am in India, you are in US, we have the similar personalities and we're working on the same goal.
Right.
So, definitely, I want to start with that question, which I asked you yesterday too, right? What is the difference which you find in India and in US, and specifically with startup ecosystem?
Okay, specifically with startup ecosystem, right? Okay, US is called as a startup country where everyone has an idea. Startup is everywhere, man. What is startup? Where an idea arose and you make it practical, that's where startup is all about. Everyone has an idea. If you ask a second grade kid, she has an idea, or a boy, he has an idea for his problems.
Right.
Say homework. A boy, whatever the boy who's in a second year, just call him up and ask, what do you want to do? You would say, someone should help me with my max homework and I have this solution to do. Yeah, that's what startup is all about. So, hashtag startup is a big word, but in a simplified version, startup is something where your idea comes and you make it lively and you give life to your idea. That's what startup is all about.
Right.
So, startup life, US, India, both the same. A lot of startup founders boast. You know the Bose speakers, right? He was supposed to be in India, but he couldn't get his patent rights in India, so he went to US and he started there and he flourished. So it's both the same. It's like parallel roads traveling together. Only thing is, a lot of political influence in India is not letting people run towards their dream, and the atmosphere where we live in, still we are not adopted towards startup ecosystem. The typical hashtag Indian mind culture, Indian mind and Indian culture is not letting students think about their startup journey. Say if you go to your relatives and say right after your college, you're 22, 23, say like that, you're in that age and you say, I have this startup dream, I want to do this. Chuck, no one is going to support you, trust me. I was like, go man, go for a job, earn, make some 20,000, 30,000 per month, go get married, get settled in. That is what they think that is settled in life, man.
Right.
No one is ready to support you in this ecosystem. The reason I migrated to US is I get support what I want there. I get to play along with my dreams. If you would have asked me 5 years ago, what's your dream? This is my dream. I'm an entrepreneur now. And if I was telling everyone I would be an entrepreneur, everyone laughed at me, man. You need age, at least 30 plus it will take for you to be an entrepreneur and make a lot of money and all these things. But everything is possible, right? You just have to confess it every day. And I believe is the nature makes it happen when you positively confess. If you take a startup culture, US and India, as I said before, both are on the parallel roads. Okay. Both are on the parallel roads. The only thing which is stopping Indians to not to dive deep into the startup culture is the typical Indian hashtag mindset. Typical Indian parents, typical Indian relatives mindset, the culture where you live in.
Right.
They're not ready to accept. All they want is immediate success. All they want is instant coffee, They're not ready to brew the coffee. Only when you brew it, right, coffees, you get the best out of it. But they want instant, everything they want instant, and that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work anywhere. So that's the only reason India is lagging behind, or else all the big minds are from India. We spoke about it yesterday.
Right.
All the big minds are from India. Take any top CEO, MasterCard, Microsoft, Google, everyone is from India.
True.
So I think mentality and mindset in India should change. So Indians will be on the top.
Wow.
That's what I think about it. But the culture for startup is same in both the countries. You got to hustle hard. You have opportunities. You have to work yourself out. You have to isolate yourself from this world for at least few more years in the initial stage of your startup to grow. That's same. US, just because you are in US, you sit in the same chair, money doesn't comes like that, and your startup doesn't grow like that. Instagram, when they started, they were 5. And when they sold it to Facebook, they were still 5. Right? And when they were selling to Facebook, when they sold it for Facebook for $1 billion deal, it was just the founder, co-founder, and the 2 engineers with them. So I mean, it's the same, but it's about the mindset of people.
So yeah, I mean, see, we both are from the same space. Like
Right.
we are from investments, we are from AI, and we actually help and consult in colleges, and we mentor students, right? Do you watch Shark Tank, like Shark Tank India and Shark Tank US?
Yeah, frank answer, I don't.
You don't.
I don't sit and watch
either
Shark
of the.
Very rare, here and there, 2-3 clips I've watched, man.
Right. So there's a huge difference between like when Indian startup ecosystem started, right? And I would say that because of Shark Tank India now, I will not say the founders are becoming billionaires, right? But eventually the seed is already the seed is growing.
Right.
So that helped Indian startup ecosystem, and things are obviously changing. It's not that things are not changing here, but it's always that Indians are always said that copy pasting the Western, right? So my question to you would be like, when you say about mindset, right? I'm talking on the financial end, I'm talking about the monetary end, and we discussed this, right? So on the money end, how do you see Indians are treating their money, and how US are treating their money?
Okay. Okay, money is same everywhere, okay. Americans need money to live. And Indians have this thought that every American is rich. Nah, man, no one is rich there. You barely can count 5-6 Americans are rich. They see white skin, they think everyone is rich out there. No, they're not rich out there. And Indians, according to America, Indians are rich. That's what they think. So it's always a vice versa thought. Okay, it's
Right.
like to and fro. It's like that's what the thought is. But valuing money, I'll tell you, more than Americans, Indians we value money a lot. We think money, we respect money a lot. And money is part of a culture. Money is part of everyone's life here. The first salary comes, it goes to God, it goes to parents. You keep it in front of the temple. You pray. I mean, like those guys out there, they don't do that. First salary comes, they go to a good bar, get some 5 beers, drink, have fun, get high. That's their culture over there.
Right.
And here it's a different culture. So Indians, I mean, typically we are like that. We worship everything here.
Right.
Cows, goats, shoes, cars, everything goes to the temple and comes out. So you can't separate that from Indian culture. India's roots is that we worship trees, we worship. You know what I mean, right? Our culture is like about respecting and stuff, and like you don't walk in with shoes inside the house. There's a lot of cultural relation between money to India. So obviously money is more valuable in India. You have money, your value goes high. You don't have money, your value goes down. And you get judged by your looks. You get judged by the way you dress. You get judged by the car you drive. You go in an Audi car, the respect for you is different. You go in a Maruti 800, respect for you is different. You go in a two-wheeler, respect is different. So India is in that mindset. They judge people by their looks, and obviously when I say they judge people by the looks, obviously money is more valuable in India, whereas in US it's not about the way you dress, it's not about the car you drive, it's not about the house you live. There's a lot of billionaires who still in a rented apartment in US, and there are a lot of billionaires who still drive a Honda Civic or typical very base Lexus model cars in US. I mean, like inside they are very like they're billionaires.
Right.
And there are people who live a very simple life in US who have a lot of money in their bank. The thing is that those people don't value money, and those people don't judge people by their looks. Anyone can be anything there.
Right.
So that's their mindset. I can walk inside a room and I get an equal amount of respect what a CEO is getting, even though if I'm not wearing a suit, right? And that's my culture. I'm comfortable with t-shirts and jeans, and that's how I go for office meetings and everything. And you can't do this here.
Okay.
You wear a suit and you just wear a blazer and you walk out, people see you in a different angle. Just jump inside the airport with a blazer. A guy will come behind you asking for 100 rupees as a tip.
Right.
Which means he knows you have a money inside. He thinks just because you wear a blazer, you have a money. What if that's a rented blazer? No one considers this. So Indian mentality and American mentality can't be compared until or unless you break the ice by traveling to US and understand it.
Right.
By the same time, when I'm in US, I can wear a shorts and I can roam around wherever I want. That's different. People don't judge me. But when I come to India, I have to make sure I wear pants, I wear a shirt, or I wear a t-shirt. I get judged by my looks. I get judged by the way I speak and talk. I can't sit in front of elders in India like this with my legs on top. So there's a lot of things in India, man. You can never separate them. You can't change. If you want to change, you have to go all the way back 300 years, 400 years to plug it out right from the roots.
Right. So, I mean, see, the debate is not about India versus US. The debate is about the successful mindset, right? As you said. And you have achieved it a lot, right? You have been traveling here and there a lot now. So, again, when you talk about the Honda City, right? I want to, because I know now your personal story, you said money, I mean, you quoted me, money is something which I owe, right? And money is just a paper. So tell me about this. I mean, audience would love to listen to that mentality and how this mentality came into you. What did you do to achieve that? And this will be really helpful for the people who are very serious and running behind money. And they don't, like, what they do is, it should be reverse, right? Money should run behind you. You should not run behind the money.
Right.
So how do you achieve that mindset?
I'll tell you, right? Okay, so money, value money, okay, I appreciate it. You respect money, I appreciate it. But say obviously everyone needs money. I need money. You want to make money. Everyone out there who's watching this podcast, everyone needs to make money. So money is like a necessity. It's part of a life now. Next thing, you need to drink a coffee or you need to drink water, you need money. Okay, in future there might, and not in future, right now when Delhi was high on pollution, people paid to breathe good oxygen. I heard about it. Right. I don't know how much percentage is true. I read in few newspapers here and there. So we are in a era where you need money to breathe, right? So money is, you need money, but I'll tell you at what cost, right? As you said, right, you don't run behind money. Money should come behind you. Which means do the efforts which you love. Do the efforts for your growth. Put the efforts you put in for your career growth. Put the efforts for your business growth. And automatically money will flow in. Don't have money as a goal and do the efforts. See, for me, if you ask, my goal is to meet people, connect with people, build the business modules, bring in more clients for NuStartz, meet more startups here and there, go talk to the startup founders. See, I may talk to 10 startup founders in a day, but not every 10 startup founders will be my clients. Right. Maybe like out of 10, 1 will be my client. But it's not about I sign clients. It's about I get to know the ideas. I get to listen to what these startup mindsets are thinking about in this world. So one guy came to me saying, I'm going to create an application where you just go and order alcohol, it will be in your room. I'm like, oh, he's thinking from his perspective. He wants alcohol in his house whenever he wants. He's like, monthly subscription, alcohol will be delivered to you. That's his problem. He cracked a solution for it. So I get to hear crazy ideas. And automatically 1 or 2 clients I'll be signing. And automatically through those clients, money will be coming in. So my focus is indirectly money, but directly I don't focus on money. This is hard to understand. I'll explain you. I'll break this down. So say you have a goal. Your goal is to grow your business. Your goal is to build a successful startup company and make money out of it. Right. Money will come. That's like a byproduct for your success. But the reality is you have to work hard for your success. But when you have a goal as like, I want to earn money, you won't be able to achieve the success you want in your career graph.
Very good.
Say, if my goal is to buy a Bugatti car and I'm running for that, my eyes are closed like this. Have you seen the horses? Right. When they run on the race, they're closed because they don't want the horse to look anywhere to distract. Only goal is to go there. And when I have that as a goal, my only aim every day when I wake up is like, I need to buy a Bugatti, which means I don't focus on some opportunities which is knocking my door on the other side. My goal is like, do this, run towards this, make money for this. Say there is a huge opportunity which is knocking on the other part of the door, which I can easily achieve, which means this way will take 5 years for me to make $1,000. Or the other way which I take, which is coming on my way, I'll be as easily able to achieve like in 2 weeks. I'll be able to earn $1,000. I won't able to see this because I'm clearly focusing on this route. So all I say is to typical students today is keep your mindset open. Money is a byproduct for what you do in this life. Money is not everything. At the same time, money is everything.
Right.
I mean, you need a mindset to understand this. This might sound like this guy is crazy. What is he trying to tell? But money comes with the hard work what you do. The output of this podcast is to reach people, right? That will eventually happen when you do a good podcast.
Right.
So focused on the content. Folks will start walking in when your content is really good, when your podcast is really inspiring. So the day you keep money over your head, the day you stop keeping money over your head, that's the day when you really win.
Wow.
Keep money below your legs. But money is gonna flow. There's like a lot of problems today, relationship problems between husband and wives, friends, relatives. Like money is the key source, man. Money is the key problem. There's a lot of people committing suicide because they're not able to repay their loan. Because relationships, they value money too much. And relatives, they value money too much. And everywhere they value money too much. I mean, like, let's break this down. What are you going to do with your money when you don't have anyone around you?
Right.
You can't hug your money and you can't sleep. You can't eat your cash. So value relationships more. Value connections more. And as that goes by, byproduct is money for you.
True.
Right? Imagine 100 years before, it's an exchange. The way of business, the mode of business was exchange. I give you a book, you give me a book. It's an exchange business. Okay, you want this mug, instead you give me trade in, trade out. Yeah. So give me the camera, I'll give you this mug. That time it was good, right? The life was good. Because you have that camera, tomorrow I want it, you just exchange it, use it, then again exchange it. Yeah. Where money stepped in, everything started changing. Everything went upside down. People are ready to kill everyone for money. People are ready to rob people's life, kill people's life. Everywhere looting is happening just for the money.
True.
So if you really point out all the problems in this world, corruption, murders, and whatever, hijacks, terrorism, everything points out towards money.
Right.
Every single thing, the main culprit is money. So stop valuing money in that order. I mean, if you ask me, Steve, so you're saying you don't want money? I want money. Ultimately, I'm doing business to make money. But there's a percentage how much I value money in my life.
True.
There's something which I respect more than money. I respect relationships. I respect connections. I respect families. I respect bondings. I respect the way I talk to people. I respect you. I respect everyone in this room. I respect everyone who's watching this podcast. So money comes second for me. So respect and the contact comes first for me.
Amazing.
So that is where Indians failed.
Right. No, this is something which I recently had a word with my dad, right? There were two topics. And I told him that, hey, Yash, you know what? You're currently, because he knows me very well, right? And in recent times, I just told him one thing very clearly. Dad, you know what? I want to focus on income. And what you talked about, the horse vision, right? Focus on income and don't focus on expenses. If you focus and triple your income, right? Your expenses eventually going to grow. But you should also grow your income status, right? And once you achieve that particular mindset, you will understand that you should not value money.
Right.
So that is how you achieve that. And second is, as you rightly mentioned, what is happiness? What is happiness according to you?
I'll tell you, right. So if you ask me one question, Steve, have you achieved everything you want in life? No. Are you in the best position in his life? No. I always keep saying that. There's still more for me to run. There's still more for me to walk and march towards my future. I have so many years in my life left out. So what I'm going to do about it? I don't know. I have a plan. Obviously, everyone has a plan, but there's a lot of things which is going to barge in your life, in your career. Suddenly, you'll get a new opportunity. Say today morning, I met with a marketing agency. I met with an ad agency. And we talked about a new product idea. And which is, if that product is out, the entire era of this marketing is going to change.
Wow.
I'll tell you, lakhs of people are going to lose the job. They're going to curse me if the product is out. But obviously, that's the next change. You need a changeover in life. You need a changeover in this history. So, when you ask me, Steve, are you settled in life? No, man. You can never be settled in life. So, what is happiness? We'll come to this topic again. I'll finish that. What is happiness is, live the present. That is what happiness is all about. You are able to breathe today.
Right.
I'm able to sip this coffee. I'm able to talk to you today. A lot of people out there are not able to do that. Every day I wake up in the morning, I pray, I thank God saying that thank you for adding one more day in my life, which no one gets there eventually.
Right.
You don't know you're going to be alive tomorrow. No one knows. Not even tomorrow, man. Next minute is not sure in this world. Right? So every single minute, live the moment and be happy about you are alive.
Amazing.
Be happy about you are able to live this moment. You are able to witness what's happening around you in this world. You are able to witness the regular activities which is happening around this world. That is happiness. That is the typical happiness. Spend time with your family. That is happiness. So when I say live the moment, everything comes in. Spending time with family, spending time with your loved ones, spending time with your friends, going out, exploring, everything comes in because you're living the moment.
Right.
Instead of talking something which is in your mind, this, gossiping and all this stuff.
I want to add there. So this is like being conscious in your subconscious mind.
Exactly.
If you're able to achieve that, you're
Right.
going to be happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So everyone failed to do that, man. Waking up in the morning, what I'm going to do this today, this, lot of stress, man. Just chuck everything out of your life. Live the moment. Every single day I wake up, I thank God. Thank you for adding one more day in my life. Whereas so many out there in the world is not able to see what I'm seeing today.
Got it.
I'm able to talk to you, but no one is. There are a lot of people out there who's not alive today.
Right.
Right? So that is something you have to be thankful, and that is something happiness in your life. That is the real happiness.
Right. My friend used to say that be grateful what you have got today.
Exactly.
And write affirmations every morning that you're grateful that I met Steve today. You're
Right.
grateful that I am doing well today.
Right.
You're grateful that you have been investing today. You're
Right.
grateful you have been working and impacting lives today.
Right.
So don't see that, hey, I have to achieve something
Right.
like in 10 years down the line. Go one by one.
Right.
Go one day by day.
Right.
So that's the success to, that's a rule to the success. I would
Right.
rather say.
Exactly.
Okay, so I know that you have a philanthropic personality, and startup is something which you live for, and you have been scaling up startups. You have been investing in startups. Tell me about some great ideas you have gone through, and some of the worst ideas which you did not invested in, but maybe it was a success, and some ideas which it was $1 billion dream, but you did not went ahead because of some values.
Right.
So give me some 3 examples about it.
Okay, so you're just putting me on the spot. Okay. I mean, startups, right? It's like gambling, man. Startup field itself is like a gambling. Sometimes it's like going to Vegas and putting like just $1 million in a gambling game, poker or something, and then you don't know what it has at the end of the day. Say, let's take a big startup, big company, which is now Facebook. No one would imagine Facebook would be
True.
like this big company, and no one imagined Instagram would be this big company. Instagram was like since long back they're there, and it's just a photo sharing platform. If you see as an idea, it's like the simplest and dumbest idea ever alive, and it's a $1 billion company now,
Right.
and they're ruling everywhere, and everyone in this world has an Instagram account. There's like more fake accounts also. So people who are not alive also, they have account in Facebook
Right.
and Instagram. So startups is a gambling field. Okay, that's the open and shut case. And if you wanna say what is the good idea, what is a bad idea, see, I might have a personal opinion. This startup is a good idea, and according to you, you came to me and you pitch. You're coming to me and you're pitching me an idea because you feel that is good.
Right.
But I don't accept that's a good idea.
Right.
So you can't be judgmental in the startup field.
Okay.
Obviously, I've rejected many startup ideas where I didn't sign. And obviously, there are many startup ideas which I liked and which didn't shine at the same time. So you can never be judgmental. It's like a movie, right? Directors write a script. They go propose it to a producer, and producer likes it because he's putting money in it. Just because he likes, that's the reason he's investing in it. And the hero likes and he acts in the movie, and entire crew, they put in effort because they love the movie. But when it comes to market, it doesn't go as good. Doesn't mean the idea, so you can't blame, like who are you going to blame here? Are you going to blame the director or are you going to blame the producer? It's still a question mark there, right?
Right.
Someone has loved the movie, that's the reason it's outside. But the people are not ready to accept it. So say for WhatsApp alternative, there is this another thing called Hike. Hike Messenger. Like they shut down right now.
Right.
Hike is not anymore. Hike had a very good scope, more than WhatsApp. And Telegram. has done everything what WhatsApp is trying to do right now.
Right.
You can use 2 accounts, switch between accounts in the same app. Telegram did it long back ago.
Right.
And they didn't get to shine because they have failed somewhere miserably, marketing or whatever it is. So you can never be judgmental in the startup field. There is a resume builder applications outside which makes a lot of money, and people will be like, hey, this is an idea. Because I heard an idea where you can just build your resume through AI. I obviously I rejected it. But on the other end, it's making good. It's a Fortune 500 company out there in US. I mean, like, sometimes I sit and regret, why did I even reject that? I would have been making a lot of money out of it. And you can name it. You can name a lot of products out there, miserably which failed, but which had a very good scope. There's 2 reasons when startup fail. One is like maybe not a proper time to launch it.
Okay.
Or even if you launch it in the proper time, you didn't know who your target audience are.
Right.
As a technical background, you should definitely know what's your target audience. People don't use WhatsApp as much as we use in India. I mean, back in US, like everyone uses iMessage. Here, no one uses iMessage. And here it's WhatsApp. Everyone has WhatsApp. And say UPI. UPI is everywhere now. I came to India, I'm seeing everyone has UPI. Even I saw a funny meme, I don't know if it is true or not, a guy who was selling balloons on the road signal. So someone says, I don't have cash. He shows a UPI card, scan it here. So UPI is taken over.
Not only in India, I'll tell you, it's globally, because I recently attended Indian Digital Summit and I was invited there. India launched a partnership with France, and everywhere in France and Eiffel Tower and everything, you can pay by UPI now.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You never know what is going to bloom when.
Right.
So startup is a proper gambling field. You can't predict anything there. Anything can blow up anytime. Apple Vision Pro, it's everywhere now. AI everywhere, metaverse everywhere. Everyone is talking about AR, VR. I mean, man, AR, VR has been like for the past 8 years. No one talked about it. Suddenly it got bloomed up, and everyone is talking about AR, VR. So what I would say is you can never judge something in startup field. You can never predict the future of startups. I may say.
But tell me 2 of your investments, maybe, or 2 of the ideas which you have, you believe in, and 2 of the ideas, which you did not believe in. So just share some ideas or the entrepreneur's ideas.
So as NuStartz, we sign NDA. I can't talk of the product's name outside.
Right.
I'll give you a rough outline out here and there, because if someone sees me, they're going to sue me, okay? And I don't want to be that
not
problem.
an issue, like just an idea.
Right.
Like,
so as an idea, we invested in a product called automated SEO platform, which automates your SEOs. This is mainly for the startup. This is for a startup marketing field, marketing agencies, ad agency who does SEOs. They can fire the entire SEO team and they can use this product to do the SEOs. So that's one of the product. And the other product is we've been doing where you talk about career here, where anyone can be a mentor for anyone. And you can build your career on an online platform, and you can grow yourself in that. So that's another thing. There's like a lot of products like this, but as an idea, this was impressive for me, because see, the reason I say it's impressive is one is career thing, which is according to my domain. I love inspiring people. I love mentoring someone, so I'm okay with that. Other one is automated SEOs and all these things, and it might be like what do you call it as? Because I thought SEO may be the future at that point of time. And so I've been an active investor.
Yeah, this is where I'm going next. Investors. Let's say investors, right? How do you, because I have been investing, and I'll tell you, like, currently climate tech is like one of the field which you should invest in. So why? Because, I mean, see the global warming, right? See how climate is changing every single day. And if you're innovating and solving a problem in climate tech, definitely that's another big $1 billion dream. How do you, target the segments? How do you get the analytics? Because there are many people who are angel investors here, right? Who will be viewing this podcast. Angel investors, VCs. How do you exactly see that, I want to invest in this idea or in the entrepreneur? Like, what are your investment strategies?
Right. So I'm not a typical investor. I'll tell you that. I'll give you a word of caution there. I'm not a VC or an investor, or I'm not nothing. I'm a guy who runs a company called NuStartz. We work with startups. Just because I'm in a startup field, it's like to-go platform for me. I can invest in the startups which I love. So I'm like accidental investor. Okay. So I would name myself as an accidental investor. But okay, where can you invest? A lot of questions are there. How can I trust on this product? A lot of questions are there. Okay, let's come to climate tech. Israel found a technology long back ago, 10 years ago, where they change the water, like they create water or they distribute water to people from moisture, moisture. So there's a fan, huge machine which keeps running 24/7. It converts moisture into water,
right?
Drinking water, which is a great invent. But they did it long back ago, 10 years ago. And recently the war is going inside Gaza. Everywhere you see water, it's because of that. And converting salt water into drinking water, that is also from Israel. So you can never judge the market. That's the truth. Okay. You can't say now it's time for climate tech, now it's time for AI, now it's time for educational platform. Everything has its own time.
Got it.
And Byju's, okay. Byju's was like long back ago, everywhere Byju's. And that guy is getting sued now.
Right.
Okay. I mean, that's like a scam product, if you really ask me. Byju's is a scam. But everywhere it was Byju's for some point. So in a startup field, there is no certain period. This is where this will bloom. This is when this will bloom. It has its own time.
Got it.
And drip irrigation, it's from Israel as well.
Okay.
I mean, Israel is second startup hub.
Right.
If you really know.
I know.
Every recent technologies this world is consuming and we are living in it is from Israel. And I mean, no one thought drip irrigation would go that much. It's just water. But now everywhere you see drip irrigation. And the climate change, as you talked about climate change.
I'll add there. So you're saying Israel is second. I think within a couple of years, India should be first. And I'll tell you why. I have got two ideas which were so unique. Just two of the ideas. I have got so many ideas, but two of the ideas which I remember very well. One is an alternative to coal, okay, which is basically white coal, which is somewhere from Nagaland or somewhere from the east of India. They pitched me this and they were like, hey, Yash, we can actually, we are partnering with government, but we require funding on that note because, in India, people are not focusing on the agriculture or the alternative of, renewable resources, but they're focusing on tech products. The things are changing because they're obviously Western culture coming in, but nobody's actually solving the problem to the core, right? So that was, I remember this idea very well. There's a second idea where they're catching the pollutants in the air and then making it in a brick, right? These were the two great ideas which, I remember, and I was like, this is the future of India. And in India right now, not only because of Shark Tank, but I see the government is supporting a lot and giving you so many initiatives by funding. So I believe, if you know about Gift City, by any chance. So Gift City is again a good, move by government. They're coming up with 8 new cities, which will actually be a tax heaven in India, right? So
it's tax free.
It's tax free. But for startup, if you're registered as a startup, 5 years. So obviously there are different policies towards this and it's towards fintech. But yeah, I mean, it's a great move by government. And I know for a fact that co-working spaces in that particular zones will take up. They will get greater valuations. They will really do businesses. So that's my point of view that, if you're investing, right, there is no timing for sure, but you should definitely see the opportunities which are coming in. So I know that you are not a strong follower on trending things, but let's talk on AI right now, right? Yes. So you are from AI, I am from AI, and if we do, it will be unfair if we don't talk about AI in this podcast. So what is the future of AI according to you?
Future of AI, let me change it into this way. What is future with AI? It's not about future of AI. Let's say what is our future with AI.
Wow.
AI will replace everything, man. I'll tell you. In a couple of years, wives will be replaced by AI. Husbands will be replaced by AI. Your friends will be replaced by AI. If you ask me, does it has that capacity? That really has that capacity.
Wow.
People are moving towards fake lifestyle. People are not ready to, especially today's youngsters, are not ready to live a realistic life. Let's start with some exotic topic. OnlyFans. Take OnlyFans. What is OnlyFans? People are not ready to go date someone. People are not ready to have a girlfriend, but they are ready to see a girl on a platform. Just on a video call. They're ready to spend as much as they want. They're ready for a fake life. I mean, like, what do you get out of it, man? You're seeing a girl on a television. What do you get out of it? People are ready for it.
Right.
So, same alternative for OnlyFans is AI. There's AI robotic girlfriend now. There's a product, go search it up on YouTube, where if you want to feel like you're hugging a girl and sleeping, if you want to feel like that, there's a pillow there for that. And you just hug that pillow and sleep, it will give the same feeling like you hug a girl. I mean, people are ready for that. So, today's youngsters are ready to live a fake life. Though no one is ready to experience the reality. So, in that mindset, AI will bloom anywhere. And AI is already taking over one thing. Say, 10 years before, to shoot a video from sky, there's a helicopter, there's a chopper, there's a pilot, and then there's a cameraman. Now, just a drone. Now the drone guy is there. There is another product which is coming up. You don't need to have a drone driver or a guy who controls the drone.
Right.
You just program it with your laptop, and you just program what all shots you want to take. You just map it out, and the drone takes it off, and it goes, shoots the video, and it lands in the same place.
Right.
I mean, already one guy is gone. So if you take it that way, AI is going to replace everything in this world. How do we stop this? Government should come with some few norms and regulations at what far you can use AI. AI is far more dangerous than what we think.
Right.
AI is everywhere. AI is going to be everywhere. There's going to be automatic driving cars. There's going to be automatic speaking machines. There's going to be automatic lights. Already we have automatic lights. There's going to be everything automated.
Is that the one of the reason that the Western is in recession right now? I don't because India is growing. I know for a fact, but
it's not because of that Western is.
I mean, one of the reason that AI is taking the job, because I have been listening to news, right? The consultancy companies or the big tech companies are replacing because they don't need 100 people anymore. They just need one people.
No, that's not.
Processes.
I'll tell you the truth, right? Reality. No one needs 10,000 people in a company.
Right.
If you really go inside a company where 100 or 200 employees are there. Walk like left to right around the office. You won't find everyone working. Some guy will be sitting watching YouTube. Not everyone is writing code in a company.
Right.
Say Elon Musk. This guy came and he fired half of the company. He reduced like 80% of the company's resources. He took everyone. And still the product is up and running, right? Which means you don't need that many persons to run a product. It's just like randomly they started recruiting, hiring and stuff. So AI, you can't blame AI. You got to blame yourself for that. You're not well equipped. You're not doing the job what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Twitter is still up and running. There's updates coming in Twitter. I mean, 80% of the employees are out. But Twitter is running, right? Which means it is possible. Which means the only reason is not everyone is sitting there and working.
Right.
He found out the core audience. He just found out the core top cream who's working, and he kept them back.
Right.
And like that is more than enough. To shoot this podcast, you only need these many people. You don't need makeup artists. You don't need 5 production people. That's of no use. You need what you want. That's it. So you can't blame AI. Never blame AI. And recession is not because of AI.
Wow.
Recession is a cycle. This happened in 2000. The Wall Street crashed. That happened in 1980s also.
Right.
Entire recession. People started eating others. So it's a cycle. We are living in a round cycle. Again now recession will come, things will go collage, and everything will go down, and again it will start blooming, and the next era will start, and maybe in that era there will be flying cars. I'm just randomly putting it in front of you. There will be like chopper taxis, whatever it is, and that era will be on the peak. And again something new will come, and that era will drop down. Again they will call it as a recession and all this stuff. So this is a cycle we are living in. You can't blame AI for whatever it is happening here.
Right.
But AI is dangerous than whatever we think is all about.
Right. Now, I'll just give you an example because you talk about flying cars. So, one of my company which I am consulting at for AI, right? They're coming up with sound generative AI where, you can predict what engine you can fit in the car on the basis of the noise. And how old is that noise and how old is that engine, because now obviously there is a rule by government, like after 20 years you have to scrap the car, and because of green tax, you can actually know like what age is the engine by voice. You don't have to open the engine or just check it. By voice only you can do it. So that's a great application again of AI, right? So I mean, I also agree totally that AI will not replace humans, but it will coexist.
Yeah, AI can never replace humans. Someone has to be there to write codes for the AI. So always there is a scope. Okay, don't blame AI for you not getting into a job. I mean, mathematicians, they survived calculator. Okay, and finance people, they survived Excel sheet. Right. Of course, we're gonna survive AI. But man, if a robot has to walk, there should be a guy to behind the scenes to write codes and manufacture the robot. So there's going to be new job opportunities coming up. Not maybe the existing job opportunities might go out, fade away slowly, but there's a lot of new doors which is going to.
But what is happening at Microsoft? Because you're very close with Microsoft, I know for a fact. I mean, this is something which audience will love. What is happening with Microsoft? What is happening with that whole OpenAI thing which happened with Sam Altman?
OpenAI, Microsoft is top on AI now. If you really know, these guys were out of the field for a long time because Google was like on the peak, Google search engine, everything and all that stuff. And these guys waited for the perfect time and they took over AI and they launched it everywhere. ChatGPT, everything is AI, and the only mode of AI is Microsoft now. Google tried, they failed. And everyone tried. Every other platform they tried, but they failed. But Microsoft is still on the top because they own ChatGPT.
Right.
The reason you came to know AI is because of ChatGPT, right?
No, I mean, I was working before in AI, but I mean, many people in India are actually...
Not many people. 99% only know AI because of ChatGPT.
They still know ChatGPT only.
They only know ChatGPT. They don't even know what is AI behind the scenes. So Microsoft is the main reason for that.
Right.
And these guys are working on something huge. Let's just wait for it, right? I mean, these guys are going to change the next generation. This guy is going to change the educational platforms. These guys is going to change the mode of technology. These guys going to change the trend factor of technology. They're going to be like hashtag game changers for the next era. Because Microsoft, it's not anymore just Word or MS Excel. It's something more than that. Just open Bing Chat and you can ask it to plan for your trip, everything. So Microsoft is coming for a big thing. Let's wait and watch, right? What these guys have.
Very important right now because we are in the AI space.
Right.
First question to you. What is your point of view? Like, will India, compete with US in the AI space? Because if you have heard about Perplexity.ai and they're taking over Google, even Bhavish Agarwal is coming with his own AI thing and Jio is coming with Hanuman. Do you think that India will be in the space with their regional language that they can compete with US platforms and US companies?
India would be in the AI space, definitely on the race. They will be in the race. They will be part of the race. But if you ask me, will India be able to make it to that top chart? I don't know. Because there's a lot of things in India which doesn't let a growth after a certain period, certain age. Say if Ambani wants to grow, he can grow. But others, they can't grow. That's how the political structure is built around in India. Right. So, but as an AI space, Microsoft is going to top the chart. That's the future. They have everything. And they have already captured everywhere. ChatGPT, all the AI platforms you see is APIs of ChatGPTs. So it's Microsoft and it's Sam Altman on the top. And India will be part of the race because we have a huge potential. AI, ML, a lot of people are leaning towards AI and ML. A.R. Rahman recently released a song which is an AI voice song, and the guy who worked on the AI thing is my very good friend. His name is also Steve.
Right.
So, I mean, India will be in the race, and we are already in the race. We are part of the race, but I don't know if we will be able to top the chart. If we really want to top the chart, there has to be a lot of changes made in India.
Wow.
There has to be the entire political thing has to change in India. You can't. It is a win-win situation in India. Only if political people get some favors out of this, they will support it. Or else they're definitely going to support it. Say they're going to make 1,000 crores out of this, they'll support you. If they don't make 1,000 crores out of this, no one is going to support you. So,
no, we'll go on the politics, obviously. But let's talk on the investment space, right? What is your thought process about AI? Like, what areas you would like to invest in AI? Because let's say for me, right, I am planning to start something in AI. Like I am looking out for ideas and entrepreneurs who are having crazy ideas around AI. So what would be your 2 ideas which you know that this is solvable by AI and people should solve this problem? I am ready to invest. So something like that.
I'll tell you, right. I'm just still experimenting AI. I'm just sitting as a silent listener and seeing where it takes, because AI is everywhere, man.
Right.
Medical field has AI, educational platform has AI, editing field has AI, media is fully taken over by AI. AI Sora. It just write a prompt, it creates you a video with no copyrights. So, I mean, I don't know where to put or where to invest in this, because AI has everything. So I'm just taking a seat back and sitting and watching this game.
And what if I tell you that I get you the ideas?
I'm telling you.
So guys, I just sold Yanisa Execution's plan. But no, like I'm really serious. Like in investment space, right? In specifically, India has huge scope.
Right.
And as you said, the politics is a factor which will be the deciding factor where India goes. But how is US looking at? Because I know now, asking you a very simple question: Biden or Donald Trump? Or Biden?
I'm Team Trump, and it's
Team
going to be
Trump.
It's going to be Trump next time. So yeah, I love that guy, man. The sassy guy.
I know. I mean, your choices are very, very, very different. And I know why, because you're an entrepreneur, you're amazing investor. But yesterday you told me about Donald Trump. You told me about Elon Musk, right? They have a different kind of personality. They're unpredictable. They're mysterious. Talk about that.
Right. So that is what leaders need to be. Having as a mentality, as a characteristics. When you are unpredictable and when you are unjudged, you can't be judged. What are you going to do next? Say your team can't predict what you're going to do next, which is a positive side for you as a leader, and you will have everyone around you in a constant shock or in a constant pressure, thinking about what's next, and that's a game for you. If I'm able to predict you, I can block you anywhere. I can have a checkmate for you anywhere, because I can predict you. So I personally admire those kind of leaders, like Elon Musk, like Donald Trump, and there's a lot of people out there inside.
But why do you like them? Like, what is the qualities you like about? Like, apart from the leadership?
Apart from the leadership, they're totally unpredictable, man. They're being them. See Elon Musk. He once launched Tesla vodka, and he sold like 3-4 bottles, and he closed that business. And suddenly he comes up asking fight with Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, and no one predicted that. So I love that vibe. He's keeping his name constantly on the top, on the headlines. Somewhere there, every day there will be Elon Musk's name. And Trump is the same concept. That guy's name will be there everywhere. Somewhere the other, either court, case, that guy talked this, he did this, Trump did this. So that's something you need as a leader. Your name is on the top every single day.
Being controversial.
Yeah, being controversial. Yeah. I mean, yes. So what is wrong in being controversial? Until or unless it gives you the name you want, or until or unless it gives you the fame you want. And everyone knows Trump now. And every single guy knows Trump now. And think about the 5 years where Trump was America's president. He was on the top any day. He was like #trending. He was like, every newspaper reports about Trump, something here and there, and no one can know what that guy is capable of doing. That guy is capable of launching nuclear missile anywhere, anytime. So that's the reason Russia and Ukraine war didn't happen.
Right.
Russia wanted to invade Ukraine for a very long time. But these guys were keeping quiet because they know Trump is like unpredictable. He will do anything at any point of time. So Russia kept quiet. And Israel-Hamas war didn't happen because Palestinians and Hamas terrorists, they know he can do anything anytime. And whereas Biden is not that guy. Biden is like, he doesn't even have brains. Someone has to give him do this, do that, and he does it slowly, he does it. And I mean, that's a space for us. That's a space for the opposition party to play along. So you understand, right? Elon Musk is unpredictable, and he's always top on the chart as a billionaire and as a businessman because he's unpredictable. No one knows what his strategies are. You can't block him either ways.
Wow.
Because his mind is open-minded, and you can never compete against Elon Musk because you don't know what is his next move. Until or unless you don't know his next move, how you are supposed to compete?
True.
So I admire those kind of mindset, and I tend to be one.
No, I tell you, recently, I read a quote: "You're busy." Businessmen are busy or busy. I don't know if you got that context, right? And these people are really free.
Yes.
Because they are unpredictable.
Yes.
They can do anything, and they have obviously huge team to execute things. But the best part is they have a goodwill, a trust in them,
Right.
that whatever they try to experiment,
Mhm.
90% of the time they are successful. The 10% fail,
Yeah.
but 90% of the time they are successful.
Right.
So that is something which I love about them.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, similar personalities, as I said, you and me are having the same ideology. So going next, right? One important message, right, which you want to give all the youngsters today, right? It can be towards entrepreneurship, it can be towards some personal life values. So I want to end this podcast on that note where, you give some valuable insights to all the youngsters who are watching this podcast.
Right. So, as I'm interacting with a lot of youngsters today, right? I went to Karunya University. I spoke to a lot of youngsters. These guys have potential, man. Real potential. They have like real potential. And there's many more people out there who's highly talented than me, who have very good potential than me. But the reason is, right, youngsters' mind is closed and fenced. They think success is easy. They think money comes just like that. And they think as soon as you graduate, all they want to do is they want to have a lot of money, but no one knows how to make money. And their ultimate goal is to make money. As we talked previously in this podcast, everyone's aim is to make money, but that is where they get stopped.
Right.
I would say is just open Instagram, open YouTube. Everyone says do this, you'll earn 1,000 rupees every hour sitting in your home. You can in US there's a lot of things. You want to earn a lot of money. You want to earn $4,000 in a week by sitting in your home. Do this. If that was the scenario, everyone outside the house and everyone outside the street would have been a billionaire out there.
Right.
Nothing is that. Okay. Jump into the reality. Making money is not easy, and money doesn't flow in that way. And people have to start believing in Andrew Tate first. People like Andrew Tate are wrong misconception, like wrong guidance for today's youngsters.
Okay.
I mean, simply comes sitting in front of the podcast saying, make money, go do this. Nothing is going to work like that. I mean, how are you going to make money? Teach them that first. Students has to stop following hashtag trend culture first. Suddenly, trading will be trending in India. Everyone will be a trader. Suddenly, content creation will be trending in India. Everyone will be a content creator. Everyone will have their own YouTube channel.
Right.
And suddenly, food blogging, so whatever is trending, right? They're behind that. Students has to put an end to that. Today's youngsters have to put an end to that. Tomorrow's generation, tomorrow's reality is based on today's youngsters' steps. Each and every step you make towards your future, it's going to decide your future and also the next generation's future.
Right.
Makes sense, right? Clear.
Right.
I mean, one advice I would say is start hustling hard for your dreams. Start working hard towards your dreams. I mean, nothing in this world is for free. Everything has its own cost. Everything comes with its own consequence, whatever the decisions you make. That doesn't mean you can't fail in your life. Failure is part of your success. I have failed many times. You have failed many times. Edison has failed before inventing something. Every invention, Elon Musk, before the first Starship rocket was launched, he failed many times miserably. Failure is a part of success. Today's students are not ready to accept failure. That's the one thing I noticed. They are so weak in heart. They are so weak in mentality. Many suicides out there. I've been hearing a lot of news, suicide committing. I mean, like, they're not ready to accept when someone says you're wrong.
Right.
Have that mentality first. Someone is ready to shape you out. Have an open mind to accept the thoughts.
Right.
If I say, Yash, what you're doing is wrong, be ready for that. Accept and move on. Choose the right path, because you should be grateful to accept that someone is here to change your mind. Someone is here to change your career.
True.
And today's youngsters are not ready for that. And government is typically playing with their life.
Right.
Telling teachers can't scold, teachers can't, tell them in a rude way. Then what do you want the youngsters to be? How are you going to shape their future out? So today's youngsters are so much spoiled in a way that they are not ready to accept failures. They are very light-hearted. They are not ready to accept advisors. You say advice, they mock at you. They say you're boomer, you're this, you're that, you're cringe. I mean, like, where does all these words come from?
I'll tell you, this is coming because everything is trending, right? And there should be a thin line between what is trending and what is actually a good scope for future careers.
More than that, put it in this way: what is reality and what is fake? People have to know to differentiate.
True.
Everything you see on social media is not true.
Right.
No one is living the life you see on social medias. Okay, everything is not true. See what is reality. Follow your vision. That is the reality. Live just try to understand the reality. Try to focus on that.
Right.
That is when you will understand this. Today's youngsters are not ready for a failure, man.
Right.
They cry literally if they lose something. The reason I'm ready to risk anything in my future is I'm ready to accept the failure. But today's youngsters are not ready to accept the failure. They just want a one huge jump start where rocket takes off and never stops. And money should be keep flowing. Success should be everywhere.
True.
They want to get fame overnight. They want to be a celebrity overnight.
Right.
This celebrity culture, this what do you call it as the so-called social media culture has changed the student's life.
Have you heard a quote like the biggest of entrepreneurs are the most humble?
Yes.
Right. But I don't see this today. In fact, I see creators, you can say the new gen entrepreneurs, right? Gen Z and Alpha. As you said, rocket, and they want to earn like 1,000 crores. If they achieve that 1,000 crores, they fuck it up.
Right.
Because they're not humble enough.
Right.
And they don't value relationships. So that's the core. Like, I also believe that, it's okay. First of all, guys, like, not every creator is earning. I have to break this myth.
Right.
Not every creator is earning. Whatever you see in Instagram does not mean that it is true. And he's rightly said that you have to have a thin line between what is fake and what is in real.
Reality.
And not everybody should be a YouTuber. Not everybody should be something which is trending. Follow something which is going to have good scope.
Right.
And you want to end this with a motivational or a quote, which I'm very sure your company is giving the value.
Right.
So the audience would love to.
So I want to finish up with this, right? Follow your heart. At the same time, learn to differentiate fake and reality and fake things in this world.
Okay.
There's nothing called early success in life. And there's nothing called easy success in life.
Right.
Everything has its own hardship. Everything has its tough way to go through. Elon Musk is not Elon Musk just like that. Don't take Elon Musk as your inspiration. Elon Musk, no one knows his background. He's already been rich. His family is the richest family in South Africa.
Okay.
No one knows that. So before you blindly see someone and set them as your goal, analyze something. Know what you want. Understand the reality, what you can do in this life. Where are you? Stand on your own shoes and see the world. Don't think from a higher end. Don't keep me as an inspiration. Don't keep someone on social media as an inspiration. I may not be living the life what I'm showing, like projecting me in social media. And you may not be living the life what you're projecting in social media. Sometimes you may keep low-key in social media and reality, your lifestyle is very hi-fi.
Right.
And maybe I might keeping a hi-fi lifestyle in social media and reality I'm really poor. I don't even have money for the next meal.
Right.
So stop that. Stop it right there. Focus on what you want, what your heart really says for you. And if you really put the amount of hard work it takes, you're going to reach your goal. But it's not easy. The world out there is really hard. The world out there is really tough. It's like a cat and dog race. You got to fight for it. You got to run towards it. You got to get stabbed. There's a lot of hurdles you need to jump before you reach your goal. But today's youngsters, no one is ready for that. I would say I want to end this with saying, hustle hard for what you want in life. You will eventually reach there. And nothing is for free. And early success is a scam. Slow and steady success is what you will win, and it will sustain for you.
Right.
And money doesn't comes just like that. And never set money as your goal.
Hard work.
Always hard work. You can never get settled in life. We spoke about this yesterday. There's no thing called getting settled in life. What is getting settled in life? Answer me that. No one knows.
No one knows.
See, if you're earning 10 lakhs this month and you feel like you want to earn more, right? That's your mentality.
Right.
You won't stop right there. You'll think like next month I want to make 20 lakhs.
Right.
If you really want to get settled, stop there. Na? Stop with the 10 lakhs.
Right.
Settle your life there. Why do you want to hustle more? There is never so-called thing called I will be settled in this period of time. I will be getting settled in this period of time. The more you earn, the more you spend. That's how your lifestyle is going to be.
So you spoke about Elon Musk and his father is rich and etc. So there are many people in India outside. They show that they are serial entrepreneurs. They are like angel investors. They are this, they are that. But at the end, it's father's money. What is the value you will like? Because I know you now very personally. So you told me this yesterday and it hit me and I was like, I want to end this podcast with this note. And it is very valuable for all the people who is listening to you. How do you treat your father? Like how is the financially also? How when you started earning your first income, right? What motivated you to give the money back to your father?
Right. Let me end it up like this, right? There's one of my best good friend and a brother, Sajit, okay? So he's a CEO for a company, a solution. And he taught me first time, nothing of your father's is yours. Okay? And nothing of your mom is also yours. Whatever they earn, it's them. Whatever you earn, it's yours. But you have to pay back your dad because he has spent every day. So that hit me hard. And I also have this mentality, nothing of his is mine. I told you yesterday. So today's youngsters have to understand, nothing of your father's is yours. You can't go and say, do you know who my dad is? No. You have to be say, do you know who am I? That is what. Ask a self-question to yourself. Who are you? And whatever you earn, one part from your saving should go to your dad.
Okay.
Because that's a responsibility that God has given to you to take care of your parents. And he has spent so much in it's like repaying the loan, the entire loan. Until you are alive, until your parents are alive, you have to pay them. Because it's like repaying your loan. Because he has spent straight from the beginning. And your father, whatever is earning is his, and whatever you earn is yours. So students have to come to this mentality. You can't sit in your parents' lap for a long time and earn and eat in that money. Every single penny you sit and eat on your parents' money after 18 and 19 should get stuck in your throat and say one word to you, it's not yours. So every single penny every single food you eat after that, make sure you repay your parents. Make sure at least 1,000 rupees is part of that grocery. That hit me hard when Sajid said, and that hit me hard when I self-processed here. And that is what I'm following right now. Every single penny, every single time I earn, there is a part I give it to my parents.
Okay.
And I make sure that I'll be doing it till I die or till my parents are alive in this world. That is how today's mentality of youngsters should be. And that is very much needed.
Wow. That is really inspiring. And I know for a fact that I'll not go personal, but I know how you have supported your family and you have gone through a hardship. And today you're obviously, one whom you can look upon. But very well said. I mean, you should definitely go back to your parents today and say that, hey, if I'm earning today, I'll be giving you this much of portion.
Right.
And you need to save for yourself, not for me.
Yes.
Because I'm earning today.
Right.
Great. Well said. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you made it this far, thank you so much to watch my episode, because you guys are the ones who are really serious to upskill yourself into this startup ecosystem. You have learned many jargons in this episode, which will help you to not be a great entrepreneur, but also a great working professional. My whole vision to create this podcast channel was to bring entrepreneurs who have faced various failures and now they have made it to the top. And also investor with a global perspective of how businesses run internationally and how they build teams, system, processes, and a great company. If you want to be the leader of tomorrow, start today and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because this is not going to make you a successful leader, but also a successful businessman. Now that you have consumed my value-driven content, I'm sure you're going to have the last laugh.